Now, so the British Season Legend Pass has landed on Nintendo Switch, and there's a couple of things that kind of need to be talked about straight away. So the DPS Superleggera has entered the Legend Store. The first blueprint for that is like 126k, I think, which isn't actually too bad. And that's a card that you'll need to have at a point during this Legend Pass. So if you haven't got it, you definitely need to be buying those blueprints. I believe they're available if you're at level 15 or higher garage. So if you're at level 14, there's a few upgrades you can throw on the cars. Maybe consider doing that if you want to take part in this British Seasons Legend Pass. Okay, look, but first up, elephant in the room. The FPS in-game at the moment is shockingly bad. Like, no one could have missed how bad it is. And that said, the patch still went live with the frame rate as it is, which means that if, again, I always say this, if somebody play tested that, how did that go live? If somebody didn't play test that, why isn't there play testers for this version? It's awful. It's damn near unplayable in certain modes. Multiplayer in particular is just a travesty. It's really bad. Also, the emoticons in game, if you disable those, it was supposed to be removed completely, and like remove the icon and everything. And now if you disable them, yeah, they appear in race from other racers, which is again not what was meant to happen with that. So that's awful. The one thing I will say though is, as of right now, that frame rate is being looked at by the Asphalt 9 Switch team. So for anyone who's not on Discord, yeah, Stephanie is the community manager over there for Asphalt 9 Legends on their official servers. So yeah, we're aware of low FPS issue during gameplay. How could you not be? And we're working on it. Thanks for your detailed reporting. We'll be back. So yeah, like, it's known about, obviously, but if you're not aware of those things and you're thinking, oh no, is there something wrong with my Switch? Or I see on the Facebook group people are telling people to re-download the game or to clear the cache and do various things. No, like, don't be doing things to your own Switch to try and fix this. This is a game problem right now. So definitely, until there's like an official statement from Stephanie on the Discord server, and for people who don't follow that, I'll probably stick it as a community post on my own thing if there's something that the players need to do, if it's not just a direct patch. But yeah, as of right now, the frame rate's appalling, and yeah, that's hopefully going to be fixed as soon as possible. Hopefully before the first special events kicks off, because there's 2 Grand Prix to be had in this season, and at the moment it's unplayably bad in some things, like multiplayer in particular is just ruined. But in this video, as always, I'm going to buy the Legend Pass. I'm going to get the bundle version again for myself. I think, fingers crossed that they're going to fix that, keep to their word, and actually bring the frame rate back up somewhere above what it is right now. And then I'll go through all the missions from the first episode of the Legend Pass and, yeah, kind of point out easy places to get those, or any ones that might be a little bit tricky. So last time I remember buying this Legend Pass on the for the previous season, yeah, I had a really bad game hang after purchasing this. So I'll go to the store a second, so I'll probably pop back right after this. Now, there we go. And let's just see, does this hang this time? Because, yeah, last time that just did not load properly though. Hey, it did it this time. Hooray! And yeah, there's the British Season Pass, which, like, I myself and Ziggy mentioned in a previous video, we went through all the cars and stuff through this one. And again, if you're going to buy any DLC for this game, the Season Pass is pretty much the best thing to buy for tokens, and you get a guaranteed C-Class car out of this one. So definitely, if you're going to buy anything in this game, buy the bundle, buy the Season Pass. If you've had the previous season, you obviously get a 50% reduction on the bundle pass. I got that last season, and to be honest, the extra fuel units and stuff straight away, it's really good if you happen to play Asphalt quite a bit, which I tend to. So yeah, that's why I went with this bundle pass right up front. Still having the tap to continue on the Nintendo Switch thing, which, yeah, obviously I'm not tapping anything, am I? Yeah, that gives you the first 15 levels then worth of rewards. So a few tokens there, some blueprints for the cool Bentley C-Class car, which is, yeah, the Season Pass car, which is going to be required in some of the events and stuff going forward with this, obviously the special events. And yeah, like, it brings you all the way up to that fuel bonus from level 15 of this. Yeah, let's take a look. Episode 1's bits and pieces then, and yeah, the actual missions. And like I said, give a run down through these, and yeah, knock them out before. Yeah, taking a look at some of the rewards as well gotten then. So yeah, I said I'd give a rundown through the quests here because some of them are a bit on the strange side with the wording. But yeah, 15 knockdowns in a hunted race in Scotland. So hunted is available in the career. We'll be hitting that one up pretty easily enough for 165 points. Collect 5 or fewer nitro bottles in a single Finest Royals event race. So you want to get like as few nitro bottles as possible. So that's one not using touch drive, definitely for that. And Royals Finest is the daily event brought in with this one for the cars unlocked throughout the Legend Pass. Perform no barrel rolls in a single race in New York. Pretty easy. Play in New York. Don't get a barrel roll. Now, just 10 card packs with this, so that's just something with any reward inside it. Doesn't have to be bought from the store, but just like, yeah, from car hunts or any events which give you a random reward inside a card. It'll counter as that. Reach top 3 in a race in Shanghai 10 times. Easy enough grind. Air always at the start. Perform 5 barrel rolls in a single race. Easy enough for most races. You'll be doing that. 10 races of multiplayer, which, yeah, with that frame rate are pretty difficult to do, but still, yeah, it's just knock out 10. Easy enough. Yeah, drift 2,000 meters in a single race, so it's just pick a long enough race and drift for the majority of it. You don't have to win that race, it's just drifting it. Drive a total amount of 50 kilometers in Scotland tracks. Nitro time 150 seconds. Finish 3 races and perform 3 shockwaves in a single race. So quite a couple of those that can be done in a few races. I'm just trying to see. So, going to start off here with knocking out a few of these in one go. So, perform 3 shockwaves in a single race, 5 barrel rolls in a single race, and what is it? 5 or fewer nitro bottles in a single Finest Royals event race. So, yeah, Finest Royals is right here. It's cost 3 tickets per run of this, but definitely, yeah, just jump in. I'm going to pick something with some decent enough agility because there's not that many barrel roll attempts on this track. Go with the Aston Martin. 3 tickets per run though is a bit on the costly side, especially considering the fact that the game is crashing a bit more. You know, that seems like a great idea. High ticket costs. Anyway, this one, yeah, there's not too many barrel roll opportunities on Shopping Spree, and also it's a pretty long track, so definitely lots of nitro bottles to watch out for. I've given myself a slightly extra difficult challenge here. Wow, that frame rate. It's awful to see, but hopefully the fix for that comes in, like I said, before the first Grand Prix is kind of essential because it really is. I don't like to use the term unplayable, but it is just generally not a whole lot of fun to play this right now. Go far right hand side here on this track if you are going for this track for the 5 barrel rolls. The first one you'd find is up here, and it's 3 clocked up from that already. Just do my best to avoid any nitro bottles. A win on this track's not too bad. Let's see. I'm gonna get myself some shockwaves though, and shockwaves obviously without the there we go, 3 shockwaves for good measure. And gonna hang hard left here so I can hit the barrel ramps on the walls. Oh, fail on that, so I need 2 up here. 1, 2. Happy days. And let me see, what was the other thing? Yeah, just to watch out then for nitro bottles. It definitely is counterintuitive to know where those things are, but make sure you don't just drive through them. But you get a small bit of leeway, 5 or fewer in this race. Not too bad, but yeah, Shopping Spree does have a good few on there. Strange mission though, definitely something new, better than just long grinds and such. Yeah. That should be first 3 knocked out of the way. I get some tokens as well. 150 tokens, not a bad way to start off the season. Good use of that. Freshly golded Aston Martin. And let's see. Collect 5 or fewer nitro bottles. That was done. 5 bar rolls in a single race. Nice enough. And 3 shockwaves. Yeah. Thought I'd be able to knock the 3 of those out in one go. That card packs then, I actually noticed in my daily events, because like they'll count towards anything effectively that you've got finished. So Elite Class B here is finished up, and there's 9 rare parts to be had from that. So those packs will literally all count towards that. So job done for me. Easy as pie, straight up to tier 17, and 150 more tokens to be had. Now, so you've got to drive 50 kilometers in Scotland and also 15 knockdowns in Scotland in a single hunted event. So, like, you're going to want to find a fairly long-ish hunted race in Scotland for that and get those 15 knockdowns. And also, every one of the attempts on that will give you some meters towards the grind of just Scotland. Chapter 1 here of the career has Escape, and the last race in that is the Freedom Route in Scotland. So a fairly easy enough one of these are very early stages of the hunted version of a race. But Freedom Route is kind of a long enough track. But yeah, you're just going to want to focus on trying to get those 15 knockdowns. Like, yeah, these early ones are pretty forgiving a small bit on there, so you just want to try and trigger and anger as many of the cops as you can, and to try and make sure that you're the one who's doing those in. I don't know. This is going to be a really nasty on the frame rate, just because of like how poor it is in general, and definitely, let's see, if up some of these signage and upset those cops. Knockdown number 2 for that, and yeah, all of this is counting towards that time driven in Scotland. So another knockdown, and oh my stars, that frame rate. It would be nice if you could come down on the police chopper, but oh, this like wouldn't be the worst of missions normally to have as a something in a legend pass, but yeah, the current game performance really doesn't mix well with this guy, just in terms of the need to have all of this going on. Yeah. Oh my. Yeah, like a sheer, just a 0% frame rate there. Like just sheer nothing. And it's difficult to describe just how bad the game handles while the frame rate is that low. Like, it does genuinely feel like half of the inputs just do not register. Well, while I get the support staff saying the fact that, like, oh, we're now aware of the frame rate issue, again, any playtesting of this should have brought this to the attention after a single race that something was gone really wrong here, unless this is playtested by somebody with severe eyesight difficulties. Oh, definitely no shortage of background. So, and a fairly long track. 17 seconds remaining now. The thing is, even if I wasn't to complete this race in time, like, it's not going to be a bother, because it wasn't a goal to, or a requirement to finish the race or to win the race or so. But yeah, put it in for good measure. Escape with 2 seconds to spare, and oh, the frame rate even on that screen. I was trying to load up the replay. Oh, that's not good. But yeah, there we go. 15 knockdowns on a single race. So what I'm going to do then is, going to go back in for some Scotland races, and I'm going to find a long track and drift 2,000 meters in one of them, and then do the nitro time in another one. And obviously I'll complete the 4 of these guys right down here. Now, let's see how I did it with that one, but I think that should tick a few boxes there. So drift 2,000 meters in a single race, and hopefully there was 40 extra seconds of nitro time in that as well. So it finished off that 150 seconds of nitro time. And obviously that was a third race finished as well, because I went for a pretty long one there at the windmills at the end of the A-class rookie, just for to knock out as many meters as possible for myself, because you obviously wanted to pick a decent long track. So another couple of races to do in Scotland, and I'll get those meters from that. But that does just kind of mean, the rest of these ones are all fairly easy. Perform no barrel rolls in New York is just like, pick any New York stage and just even leave it on touch drive for one. It'll complete that in one go. Finish races in multiplayer of 10. I'm actually going to knock that one out now and just see, because obviously if I come across Shanghai or Scotland in those multiplayer races, they'll help me towards that one. So I'm just going to grind these ones out myself. Realistically, the no barrel rolls in New York is not much of an issue. If you're looking for just a really short track for those Shanghai races, just to grind it out, Exclusive Asia Challenge and the Pure Muscle Car includes the track, the Paris of the East Shanghai track. It's the shortest Shanghai track, I'm pretty positive. It's a 30-second one, so you could just touch drive this in career a bunch of times. Like I said, that's available right in Chapter 1 in Pure Muscle Car has it, and the Exclusive Asia event has it as well. There is race 3 and 4 in both of those. Really short, but like I said, I'm gonna hit up some multiplayer, get those 10 races done, and I'll check back in afterwards for a shoot through those rewards from the start of the bundle pass anyway, and see what I actually picked up from that. Now, managed to do one race of New York in those multiplayer groups, and successfully done no barrel rolls in a single New York race. So, yay! Hooray! Got that one done. What a weird quest. That should be, multiplayer races number 10, and that'll bring you up to 10% extra trade coins from the looks of it. Strange, the layout on this Legend Pass is a small bit more varied, but I didn't actually hit too much the lines of Scotland or Shanghai during that, so I'm just gonna grind those ones out, like I said, just by picking longest Scotland track, and then that either Paris of the East stage in Shanghai or double roundabout as well as another 30-second Shanghai track, but I'll get those done in career now. There we go, and the first season's grind should be finished, I think. There we go, top 3 in a race, and it brings up to Tier 21 from that bundle pass boost, obviously, at the start of the season. Just gonna, unlock those. So, get one blueprint for the Bentley. 35 needed for that. But, the actual tiers themselves should give quite a few blueprints then. So, this is all of those bundle rewards unlocked. So, a decal for that, some tokens, P1 blueprints, Bentley that I'm after, random trash, which is going to get trade coined. Same with that, more trade coins, plenty, at least. There's some customizational pieces throughout this one, but quite a lot of those are ones that I've already been getting throughout various multiplayer seasons. So 918 and trade coined. A few import pieces, 10 import pieces. That's pretty cool. They're the tiered ones at least. So some stuff for it's actually somewhat useful. And an emoji, hooray! More P1. Bentley, customizational pieces, any chance of something useful? No. Tire for the 718 Cayman. Trade coins for the Ginetta, because that one's maxed out. A rim for the Lance Revolution. More P1. More Bentley. That's halfway to being unlocked at least for that. Some 10C class cars. Quite a lot of stuff in these, even for like somebody with a freshly starting off garage. That's why I always say, like, the legend passes are things that definitely, if you're going to get anything, it would be advisable to pick up these. So that's the fuel from tier 15. These are the ones then from the quests completed just now. So another huge chunk of import parts. Again, should be a lot of trade coins from that. 10% reputation points. So yeah, that's been changed around slightly. Some more Bentley. Bringing that up to 2/3 of the way unlocked, but it obviously won't unlock for another 2 weeks or so. Bonus trade coins powered up a small little bit. So yeah, that's the thing I noticed with this one, is like the trade coin bonuses and the reputation and stuff like that, say they've been broken down instead of just coming as one big surge at a point during the legend pass. So yeah, there on tier 16 there was 10% increased reputation, and then yeah, next season, or well, next episode, I'll get 25% bonus from the tier 24. Then in another couple of weeks you'll get the other bits and pieces of this, but the extra fuel unit again is on tier 32, so that's a couple of weeks off even for somebody who bought the bundle pass. Reputation boost coming up at tier 36 for the next part of that. Trade coin bonus then getting topped up a bit more on tier 39, and then getting finished off on tier 45. So closer to the end of the season pass again, and then like the last fuel unit being added on at tier 49. So definitely, like, if you were a non bundle pass person, that would be only 1 or 2 weeks you'd get that. Even for myself, that's only going to be the final 3 weeks of this season. So definitely bundle pass having kind of a bit of an extra advantage, getting obviously that extra star on the Bentley as well, a week or two in advance of people who don't buy the legend pass. But yeah, I'm just kind of buying this one more in the hopes that the game gets sorted out quite a bit, because obviously that frame rate at the moment is really just atrociously bad. Like, it is close to unplayable. Those multiplayer races, especially there, doing those was it's just no fun, because yeah, it's just way too low a frame rate during any of the stages. Like New York, Osaka is just a nightmare now, and like the controls degrade as the frame rate comes down a bit. But yeah, first 21 tiers done with this. Happy enough with the actual rewards out of it. Like already what is that, 150 300 tokens pretty much earned out of the first couple of tiers. So again, €15 for that. Definitely it always works out as being kind of the best, as long as you're going to play it, amount of content that you're going to get for buying anything in this game. But yeah, that's episode 1 of this season pass done and dusted. Yeah, I should be going through all of the episodes in this season pass. So yeah, if you haven't already done it, there's a sub button up there over my head, and other videos from me here and here. I appreciate all the support, guys. And yeah, hopefully, like I said, for anyone who didn't know that in advance, the FPS issue is being worked on and should hopefully be fixed. But as always, guys, yeah, good luck and drive safe in your quests.